The whispered fears of wayward boys. If there's one word to describe this one, it's definitely intense. To try and explain the plot to this one is a bit tough, but here goes. Three-fourths of this story is a 911 call from someone named Tyler Marmond, a 15-year-old boy that calls and reports that his 8-year-old brother, Mike, is missing. At first, nothing seems too out of the ordinary until more details get out and Tyler starts claiming that Mike and their mother, Jenna, were possessed by demons. So, here comes where this story gets really intense. At least one aspect. He cuts their heads off. Yeah. And this comes out of nowhere, like a sucker punch. The call gets way more intense when we hear Tyler starts panicking and claims that something is coming in his room. We don't actually find out what, but holy crap, it's nuts. The 911 call ends, and we then cut to what sounds like a news report detailing what happened at the crime scene and what the police were able to find. They find Jenna's head and her body. They find Mike's head, but no body, which is actually what Tyler was reporting missing to the police dispatcher. And they also find Tyler's decapitated head and his body. Yeah, pretty gruesome scenery here. The differences between each removal being that Tyler's head looks like it was ripped straight off of his body, whereas Mike and Jenna's were cut off with a steak knife. Yeah, I wasn't lying when I said intense. The news reporter interviews a couple of the neighbors. One says they were a nice, quiet family that mostly kept to themselves. The other says there were some issues. So, yeah, it kind of leaves us in a little bit of some mystery, which I really like. They also interview a 7-year-old girl from the neighborhood, and she claims to have played with Mike before and how fun it was to do so. So just more open interpretation here. So, this creepypasta is very intense. I've listened to stories told in the way of a 911 call before, but none like this. This one is just insane. The graphic imagery, the intense storytelling, it all blends together very well. You're at the edge of your seat the entire time. The writer of this story did a fantastic job capturing the feel of a 911 dispatcher and the transition to a news report. The transition is seamless. I can't recommend this story enough. Specifically, I recommend listening to Mr. Creepypasta's reading of this. I'll link the video in the description below. Let me tell you, he does such a great job with this that I actually think it enhances the story tenfold. So, definitely check this one out.